Hello there, Fleet Humans, and welcome to this video. And first of all, thank you very much for 12,000 subscribers. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And let's aim for 12,001 subscribers, so don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. So, we start off with the bad news, and that is that my new PC is still broken. So that is unfortunate, but start off with more bad news, and that is that the Super Conqueror is overpriced as hell. Now, you have this bundle for 25,000, you get a lot of useless add-ons here. The ×5s, for example, can only be used for the Super Conqueror. You can also buy the tank itself for 20,000, which, I mean, compared to the WZ, isn't really a horrible price. I mean, because WZ is useless, but I'd say the Super Conqueror is a bit overpriced because the Chieftain was sold a couple of weeks ago for 20,000, fully equipped with camo and all that kind of stuff. So now to only get the unequipped Super Conqueror for 20,000 gold makes the Chieftain the better bundle and the one that is more recommendable and the tank that you should have probably bought. Because even though the Super Conqueror is a great tank, you know, the armor is fantastic and the armor is better than on the Chieftain. It doesn't have as much of a DPM and it doesn't have as much mobility, so I would definitely prefer the Chieftain over the Super Conqueror. But it is nonetheless a very good tank. Don't recommend buying it though, it is overpriced. Would have rather gotten the Chieftain. And yeah, let's play a couple battles and let's see how it goes. So let's get into the battle after more technical troubles because my mouse DPI was set to about 12 million. So let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a nice game here in the Super Conqueror. And let's see. Now, obviously, the mobility of it is kind of meh, so it's gonna take you quite a while to get into positions. I mean, look at the Chieftain and look at me. So you can definitely see the difference between those two tanks. And I think mobility is quite important because the more mobility you have, the better you can reposition yourself and things like that. And that is quite important. So let's see what we're gonna do here. The 183 is doing that. Okay, the 100 is somehow pushing there. Let's try and take a shot at him. And now the Jaegeru is sort of as a support there. I hope that it is going to work. And I hope that this guy is gonna go down eventually. But we're gonna use the APCR. I don't have too much APCR on this thing. So we're gonna be careful here with how much we use. Oh, the heavies are over there. Now, what you also have, speaking of the ammo already, the ammo is great because you can also have Hesh. Which makes you able to penetrate light tanks and, well, American asses a lot easier and a lot better. So that is also a very nice bonus. That the Chieftain has as well, obviously. So that isn't really much of a argument to pick this over the Chieftain either, because I think the Chieftain is also lower to the ground, so it's harder to hit. So I guess the armor benefit that the Super Conqueror has is then being cancelled out by the gun mobility and the height difference that the Chieftain has over this. So it's essentially, let's give, I would rate the Chieftain at a like 9.2 out of 10 and the Super Conqueror out of like 9 out of 10, pretty much, because there pretty much is no 10. So it is a great tank, but as you know, then it is more pricey than the Chieftain. So a worse tank for more money, that's not really what I would call a good deal. Even though it is a very, very good tank. It isn't a very good deal, I'd say. Nonetheless, if you are willing to overpay for this tank, then you can. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just telling you that you are overpaying if you buy it. But obviously, if you think this tank's gonna go well for you, if you think that you're gonna do great, which you can, in fact, because it's very hard, very easy to play as well. So, it's basically the new E5, because the E5 got nerfed, this thing didn't. So, if you enjoy the E5, you're gonna definitely enjoy this thing as well. But as I said, you are going to be overpaying for the tank, if you do get it. So yeah, that's the first game, that is nice. But without any more computer troubles, that is wonderful. I mean, I don't know, I'm just gonna have to throw the new one into the bin. But yeah, 3.8k, that is very nice. Very good result. So now, let's check out what we have here. 10 APCR might not be enough, so actually I'm gonna put in 2 more. In terms of the equipment, that's how I do it. Yeah, it's pretty much the same stuff for most tanks, and the more slow you have, the more refined gun you use. That's not English, but anyway. And always use your 2 repair kits. So yeah, now let's get into the second battle. So, here we go, into the second one, and it is on Castilla, whatever it's called. Yes. So, now there's a couple of mediums here, which is not great, because obviously the heavies are going to have a disadvantage here because they can shoot at us from there. You could go up there. I would probably go there with the Chieftain in this situation, but I think the Super Conqueror is a bit too slow for that, so I'd rather go over here and use the accuracy that is very good to get one or two sniping shots and then maybe be more effective against the heavies over here, because there is no tank store, so it's unlikely for anyone to be camping at the back. And now it is obviously possible that the heavies would go with them, but here's the IS-7, and now this is exactly what you want to have with this thing. In a position like this, where he can't pen me, I'm completely hull down, he doesn't have a chance whatsoever. Obviously, if I shoot at the IS-7, then the VK can shoot me, because the side of the turret isn't that well angled. So I'm going to have to watch out for the VK here. I'm going to keep shooting at the IS-7. There isn't much he can do. I mean, the best thing he could do is move up closer, because then obviously he would drive under my gun depression. That is what option he has, because if he goes back, he's just exposing himself for the entire time, and that's what he did now. He's driving forward to get under my gun depression. Okay, now gotta watch out for the VK. Our 50 TP is being a bit of an idiot, but oh, he's trying to reverse. That is not a good idea, because now, again, I can take a shot. The IS-4's coming back. If I can take out the IS-7, that would be amazing, because then I can fully focus on these two. They're in the same position, which means that I will completely be impenetrable towards them. Okay, now we're gonna... Nope. Try to take him out. That was not the best of things I could do. And now we're gonna watch out for that Leo as well. This is how you gotta do it, you know. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Know what's happening, and then you're gonna do well. And see, basically, I know if a guy is looking at me without me looking at them, and that is kind of the intuition that you eventually need to be really good at the game. It's gonna take a while. Obviously, you're never gonna be good right off the beginning. That is never gonna be the case. But as long as you learn, as long as you try to understand the dynamic of the game, it is gonna be quite easy to understand. And look at that. He peeks out, I shoot him, I pull back, I angle my armor, and he can't pen me. That's 3,000 damage blocked. Now obviously we can take out the IS-4 here, because the more guns you take out, the less guns can shoot at you. And now we have this VK, which is pretty much going to be a 1v1 now. But I do have the DPM advantage on him. I don't have the armor advantage or the alpha damage advantage, so I'm basically going to have to pressure him really hard here to stop him from turning, to stop him from getting into a facehug or anything like that. He's in the water, which is a very not good idea for him, because that means that his turn speed is going to be absolutely in the bin. And now I'm going to try to shoot him in the back and like sort of reverse facehug. Now my turn speed is in the bin as well. Like facehug is back some in that sense. And now he's going to try to turn sideways. He stopped too early. And now I am having a problem here because I need 2 shots. He only needs 1, so I'm going to have to pen these. 5,200 damage so far. It's 3v3. I'm going to get low. He's aiming, and boom! Let's go! Haha! I was like a second away from dying there. That was... I could have played that a lot better, and I should have probably held back a bit more and peeked around this corner, you know, to gain the armor advantage, not just brawl him, because you don't want to brawl a tank like that. So, oh, there we go. That's 5,000 damage. Nice. So yeah, I hope that's good enough. The first recording was completely trashed. I had to do it again, that's why I'm so late. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Gotta prioritize quality over quantity in a way. I mean, even though that's not much quality. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. As I said at the beginning, it is a great tank. You're overpaying for it though, so it is your decision whether you do that or not. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. See you for the next one. Goodbye.